Ladies, and gentlemen, turn the lights down low and shut your faces as I wrap you in the cozy blanket of a story. Once upon a time, there was a boat. Now, this wasn't just any boat, children. It was a ship full of friends, hundreds of friends, best friends, one and all. A veritable friendship it was. Get it? Hattie was like king friend of Friendship Kingdom, best friend to one and all, and the walking definition of handsome gentleman. Now, is everyone okay? Said Hattie. I don't know what I'd do if I lost even one of you, Hattie continued. But the eye of the storm is very misleading, children. Never turn your back on it because the ocean was all like, psych! And it came back even bigger this time, twice as big. And Reginald comes upstairs and he's all like, I say, gentlemen, I do believe we're in quite a spot of bother. And everyone else was like, really? What tipped you off, genius? Everyone was screaming like, help me! Splash! Splash! And there was this huge whale like, and made it super scary. A shipwreck, as foretold by their fate books of fate. You know, a little warning would have been nice. You know, before they threw us headfirst into this gladiatorial, prisony place with its perilous medley of twisted stage productions that shred the silky fabric which weaves together the fragile blanket of sanity that keeps us sane. But you know, whatever. Food so stupid delicious, one taste would blow your face through the back of your head. Like bang, splat! And who could forget this quirky fellow? You know, he owns a bat farm back home, and his lifelong dream is to breed a terrifying race of super bats. None of which makes any sense, of course, because he's absolutely terrified of bats. And then there's this guy, and this handsome fellow, and that thing. All your best friends imprisoned. And they don't like it very much because it's bad and horrible. Hattie would never betray us. Betray us. Never! Something fishy's going on here, and I think I don't like it right now at all. But use caution as you continue your gallant endeavor. Don't like fail and die and stuff, because it's all up to you now. What? Why did it do that? That was scary. You don't even complain about the prison food, which is shocking because that stuff tastes like doo-doo casserole with a side of butt salad. Overflowing with youthful energy, say something, Hattie! Cat got your tongue? Shut up. I'm no genius, but I definitely know how long it takes for a body to decompose, so this must have been going on for at least— Oh wait, scratch that thing I said. Will your hilarious death screams be drowned out by the sound of your own hilarious death screams? We shall see! We shall see! We shall see! You see? If I was in your capably nimble shoes, I'd say to heck with Hattie and my friends, they'll be fine. And then I'd pack myself a nice bag lunch, show these cats my favorite finger, and then I'd make like horse turds and hit the trail. But I'm not you, and you're not horse turds. No sirs. You are the very definition of the cat's PJs. These hideously adorable abominations with their beady eyeballs, giant bloodthirsty, tiny mouth fangs, slashy paw claws, and stanky funk breath. Plus, they're awfully rude and crabby. I think they all need girlfriends or something. Finding a weak spot in that bright orange furry armor might prove difficulty. Minus the Y. At one time, this theater was a nice place, with flowers in every vase and smiles on everyone's faces. Can you believe it? I wouldn't believe it. I mean, if you told me that, I'd more than likely call you a liar and walk away. And, find some place to get ice cream to replenish the innocence you blackened with your filthy deceits. I like strawberry. Take my dainty hand as I whisk you back to a time long forgotten. Long before the poop hit the fan here. The year was 17059-ish, whatever. People were seriously like, what, you weren't there? What are you, a nerd? There was explosions and dancing girls. Dancing girls who exploded. Exotic animals who exploded. And during the show, Furbottom passed away, having pooped himself to death on the way to the bathroom. Legend says he clenched his butt as hard as he could, but his little cheeks just gave out. Furbottom left nothing behind but his beloved theater, his precious kitties, his hat, and of course his bloated corpse, which was lovingly drifted out to sea and immediately ravaged by sharks. And that, children, is the legend of Perham Furbottom, a respectable and apparently delicious gentleman. But try to keep a sunny disposition as you sink further into darkness, yeah? Nobody likes a crybaby. Some say the hat was blessed by a voodoo witch doctor, and then cursed by another voodoo witch doctor like 20 minutes later. But I'm the dumb one, right? I mean, you got these voodoo nightmare princess thingies, easily the biggest crocs of stuff I've ever heard in my entire life. And not just anyone can don the hat, you know. It calls out only to those who embody the exemplary qualities required. Charity, bravery, handsomeness, gentlemanity, inoffensive smell, etc. And of course, proper head size. Guess that explains why cats can't wear it. Plus, whoever heard of a cat in a hat? That's preposterous. But all good things come to an end, children. Well, that's not entirely true. I figure pizza will always exist. You might as well flip it over and use it as a toilet. Even the word hopeless has hope in it. Plus, if you rearrange the letters, it spells peaslosh. The last part was probably unnecessary, I'm sorry. Now, it goes without saying, but cats really don't like to be ignored. How's that for a double-edged sword? Sharp, right? And the audience loves it. The applause is deafening. The sandpapery kisses are plentiful and tickly, and they always want more. More! Bigger! Harder! That's what this place is turning into quite the impressive palace of horror now. The staff is sick of Hattie's nonsense. Everyone's naked and rioting and pooping on the floor and clawing the expensive curtains. Come on, guys, they're expensive. Everything's going up in a horrifying blaze of chaos. Plus, the picnic was canceled and I've kind of got a little headache coming on and it just never ends. Perhaps, when it's all over, I'll meet you in the afterlife whilst perusing the Hall of Heroes, where the brave live forever. There's also a Hall of Losers and Failures. You don't want to end up there. Trust me, it's embarrassing. You gotta get through that vault and get that key first. And this particular vault is more dangerous than telling a girl she's chubby.
Oh my god!
I know, right? It's a poop-inducing nightmare in there. You're gonna be killed until you're dead. But, put your big girl panties on. When will they shatter their shackles of ignorance to transcend the bane of their self-afflicted misery? When will they stop being stupid, crazy, dumb jerks? Everyone's kind of sick of it. But I guess there's no reasoning with madness. Or cats, for that matter. Seriously, try talking sense into a cat. They just stare at you with their lifeless, patronizing eyeballs for like a couple of seconds, and then they just walk away. And then you're like, don't turn your back on me. And they're like, nah. And then you're all like, and then they're all like, nah. But it is what it is, I guess. It'd be nice if you could meet us halfway, but, whatever. Nah! And so we finally made it back to the boat after a harrowing, exhausting adventure. I bet your dogs are barking. Let's face it, most of that ordeal was unpleasant to the point of sucking a whole lot. But now it's time to relax in the forbidden moonlight of yesterday's promises. Whatever that means. He didn't say a word. He didn't even respond to hugs. Freaking hugs! He loves hugs. But he wasn't moving. He wasn't even blinking. Where's he gone to? Where?
Wiki, give me that funky beat.
So now it's come to an end.
We tried so hard, but lost it all. And you were my best friend. You were my Hattington. Hattington. And when you reached for help, we were too late to take your hand. But we're here now. You're the moon and we're your stars. And we're here for you as you fade into the dark. Fade into the dark.
I love you, Hattie. So your best friend's a vegetable now. Blah, blah, blah. But you know what they say? When life gives you potatoes, you make potato salad. And I got just the recipe. Hit it! Buckle your pants, buckle your pants. Pull up your socks and dance. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants, buckle your pants. Hey, I said dance. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Ladies, buckle your pants. Gentlemen, buckle your pants. Boys and girls of all ages, buckle your pants, or they might fall down. Hey, you, buckle your pants. Yes, you, buckle your pants. Everybody, buckle your pants. But if you don't want to, no, that's fine.
Buckle your pants, buckle your pants, buckle your pants, or your pants will fall to the
I get it. Because of the... Yes,